Hey, I come to you tonight for just a few minutes to tell you thank you for praying for me. Thank you for the flowers and the food and all the wonderful things that you've done. Rabin County people know how to love on each other, and we are such a loving community, and that's why I love to be here. Just one of the reasons. The other thing I wanted to tell you this evening is it has come to me, to my attention, that several people think that, retirement is an age. Like they think, oh, I want to retire when I'm 65. And then, but they don't know if that's going to be enough for them to retire on, right? They think it's an age. So I want to come to you and talk to you a little bit about that because it's a hot topic. If you get a pension, which rarely any of us do anymore, but if you're a school teacher, which I'm more familiar with since I taught for 20 years, but when you get a pension, you get a certain amount of money every month until you pass away. You don't have to have a government entity to set up a pension for you. I can help you with those kinds of things. But regardless, if you have a pension, you get paid per month or however you set that up until you pass away. A certain amount of money, okay? Just to make a general statement about it. All right. If you, let's say, are a business owner of some sort, or you get a 1099, or even if you do work for an organization and you get retirement or they have a retirement plan, then you're going to get something that's like a 401k. That's the most popular. You can set yourself up an IRA if you want. You can set yourself up any of these things, and they can be through mutual funds that are in the stock market, which is an awesome way to earn money if you have a long time to go. It's a fantastic way. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I want you to think about something. Let's say I have a man, let's call him, I don't know, let's call him Bob. I don't know where I got Bob, but anyway. So let's say Bob here is 55 years old. This is a true story, actually. 55 years old, and he wants to retire, and he says, you know what? I want to retire when I'm 65. I said, how do you know you want to retire when you're 65? Well, I just think that's about when my body's going to like wear out and I just don't want to work anymore. And I think maybe I'll have the money. How do you know if you have enough money? Well, I don't really know if I have enough money, but they've been taking out money. So surely to goodness, I'll be able to retire when I'm 65. That with my Social Security. Okay, fantastic. And then people are stressed out. They don't know how to know. So how do you know that you know? Let me tell you how you know that you know. In between 55 and 65, if you're in any of these type of products, which aren't, sorry for the drawing, but there aren't bad products. They're fantastic. Let's say you're in there. The chance of, let's say, the chance of from 55 to 65 of the stock market going down is 50-50, right? We don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know the future. But let's say the stock market goes up, 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 then he's going to have more money than maybe he had when he was 55, obviously. But if the stock market goes down and takes a turn, which it did for him in 2008, and bless him, just like everybody else that had their money, they lost about 40%. That's almost half. Then you got to pay the government the taxes on there. So let's think about this. So that's scary. So let's say he that happened to him, then he had to work until he was 65 for it to gain up. And he says, like, I'm just back at where I was before now. So I want to earn a little bit more money. So I'm going to have to work until I'm 70. Oh my gosh. So he's working until he's 70. Okay, so, but the question is, most people think it's an age that he can retire. Now, it sounds like it, but the real truth of the matter is, we need to know the number, the amount of money it takes for you to live on when you decide you no longer want to work or you only want to work when you want to. That's when we need to talk about if it's time for you to retire or not. Okay? All right. So retirement is a number. The number gives you freedom to live comfortably on your terms. So everybody's idea of retirement and living comfortably is different. So how do you want to live? What kind of lifestyle do you want? It's different than your neighbor. So let's say you have a particular lifestyle you want to live, and you want to know if you have enough money. So what we have to do is figure out how much money it's going to take at that time for you to live on. So we'll look at what you have currently and see how if that number is the number that it's going to take for you to live comfortably at whatever age. We can try 65, we can try 66, but it doesn't matter. We can try all those numbers. So just wanted you to know that it's not an age particularly, it's a number. So let me help you if you're interested at all. If you want to find your number, then we can show you how you can retire whenever you are ready, not when a number on your birth certificate has said, okay, it's time to retire now. So we can figure out what that number is. So one other thing I want to tell you is, let's say this guy is 65. Let's go back to here. And he has some money here, and he is worried. Election's coming up. Things are happening. And, like, what am I going to do with my money? The Lord says, that we shouldn't worry. So what can we do? There's an answer for that. The answer is he can put his money in something that will grow interest, an average of 8%, and no loss. And those are two things that are very important to him, is that he's still going to get some growth and no loss. You want to know about that? I'll be happy to explain that more to you. And if you're wanting to know some more of these tips and tricks around money, love to be able to share those with you. All right. Thank you.